Uh, uh, you see him? Did you recognize somebody different? Or somebody that we haven't seen in a long time? Hold on, let's play that back. Hold on. Who? I almost can remember the name. I almost something with like with a man at the end of it, with Freeman or something like. Oh, Keith Freeman. That's crazy. The village administrator that got replaced. Replaced. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Freeman is in the building. We have a lot of characters, a lot of shenanigans, a lot of things that happened last night. Now, I live streamed it, and I thought this shit was finna be boring. Even people in my comments, shout out with Cooking with Frank, he was like, yeah, this shit finna be boring. Everybody came to my shit, yeah, it's finna be boring. I was telling the comments, yeah, it's finna be boring. It was anything but boring, folks. We have someone who crashed the party, and I think we can all guess by the thumbnail, I think we can all guess who crashed the party. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. We're gonna dive deep, because they're starting to pass things that Henyard does not like. And today she came through with a sudden veto. It was almost like an interception. Yeah, veto. It doesn't work that way. But anyway, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna break this meeting down real quick, and it's some funny shit that happened. Stay tuned.
First time I get to say it, so I want to commiserate this moment. We have our village administrator here that can assist with that, so you can feel free to go share with him, and he can get it resolved at this moment.
Now, keep in mind, as this is going, Henyard is over here punching the air. I know she has an eye on this meeting because she tries to go to the city village, the other building that they always do the meetings in, and she tries to hold her own meeting, which she quickly cancels because nobody but Stan Brown and trustee Andrew Holmes shows up. It's hilarious. Let me show you a quick snippet from Jedediah's stream, because somebody had a camera in there and this shit just looked pathetic, bro. I mean, she really tried it though. She had her little attorney, her new female attorney that she hired. Hold on, it's a little blurry, but bear with me. So basically she's saying that, nobody came, the department heads will give their report, and thank you for coming out. What a failure, bro. She came out there really trying to make her own little government. This is what you call like a patched up, stitched up government from anywhere she could pull it from. From the time you're getting people like Michael Smith, you're hiring another chief of police that has a colorful history as well. Like everything that Henyard does is just the most tacky version of government. She's literally trying to form a new form of government separately. But she couldn't hold it in. She had to come over. So while this is happening, she's shutting this meeting down, and she's getting in that BMW, baby. Leotis, drive me. Shut the fuck up, Leotis. Let's go. I bought you the BMW, you're driving me there. So meanwhile, Henyard is raging her way over here. They have a few things to say about her specifically.
Want to also kind of chime in on the goal of what's important for the Board of Trustees is we know that meetings that are run or operated with the Board of Trustees, and we of course have always welcomed the mayor to be present, but we notice the difference when there's the Board of Trustees meeting and when the mayor's meeting is here. It's very important for us to demonstrate that we can operate our community with decency, order, dignity, and make things happen. So if you'll see at our last meeting, there was between 10 to 15 items. This meeting, again, 10 to 15 items we will be talking about. These are items that are critical to us rebuilding our community, because we know the hole that we've been dug into. And our board is really just focused on trying to demonstrate and show not only to the community, but to also the vendors that are outstanding out there that are owed money, to the insurance companies that have deemed us a high risk, to the bond agencies that we owe money to, that we will make things happen that will bring this community forward and we can be trusted.
Damn, it almost feels like he's the mayor, huh? Did you hear any like subject verb disagreement, like past tense, present tense mess ups, like most of us are or is doing the best we can to get this done? Did you hear any of those? Did you hear any are or is's added in there? It's almost like the man is built for politics. It's almost like the man isn't a fucking moron. It's almost like the man can say a whole statement, a whole little paragraph, without making fucking mistakes like Henyard does. Listen, it's so tacky and so sad and so ghetto to have a mayor like Henyard. And you hear somebody like him just speaking normally, and you're like, damn, that is a smart young man right there. Ooh, educated man. Okay. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's great. And he's just talking regular. It is a stark contrast between Henyard and anybody else on these seats up here. But anyways, let's move forward. They go through this meeting mainly and they talk about a bunch of things that they want to cut out to save the city, right? A bunch of things like the vehicles. Henyard has auto pay on a whole bunch of new vehicles that they're leasing for the city. They want to cut that out. There's a bunch of things, but the main one I wanted to point out, I feel like is the biggest thing, and I feel like that's the main thing that Henyard really stepped on the gas for to get to this meeting, was her beloved community center / police station. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard this right. She's been pushing this for over 2 years. And I honestly think that it's just a good campaign run. Like, I'll do this if you vote for me. But anyway, she wants to convert this abandoned place, or this non-used place, into a police station / community center, so the community could go and swim and play, and the police station will be on the other side. Ridiculous. So clearly they're voting to cancel that. Let's see how that goes.
Okay, next is item E, discussion and approval to proceed with commercial appraisal for sale of Melody Fitness. That's Trustee Belcher.
Yes, so I brought this up at a previous meeting, and it goes back to finances. As everyone can see, we are strictly trying to save our community. And people laughed when I said we'll sell everything right now, but it is a point that we have to be able to use what we have, whether it be collateral or anything, to save you guys. So we're not saving us, we're saving the community, because we don't want to impose additional taxes or something for the negligence of what has happened over the last 3.5 years. Myself and Trustee Norwood spoke to a commercial appraiser. He sent over some information. A commercial appraiser to appraise Melanie Fitness Center is $3,700. I think right now, and this is something that as a board, I guess we just have to look into, us getting an appraisal to see can we sell that property and how much it's actually worth. Right now, it's utilized for every party that anybody can have every other month. But at the same time, we still have to pay utilities on it. We have to keep gas on because we don't want the pipes to buzz. We have to keep alarm systems. So it's steady costing us money monthly. and it's not being a benefit. So my request tonight is to approve the $3,700 for the commercial appraiser, so we can at least get an appraisal so we can move forward to see how much it's worth for a possible sale.
I'm going to second that, just so we have it formally on the record, and then I'll yield for any further discussion.
I guess I would say this has been a long time coming. We had talked about this maybe 2 years ago as to selling property that's idle. A lot of the residents say, well, hey, let's open it back up as a fitness center. Well, we closed it down because we could not afford to keep it open. It cost us more to keep it open than what we were actually bringing in. And then she puts up their sign 2 years ago, which I say was a way to campaign to make it a police department. Again, we had no funds to even make it a police department. You paid what, $45,000, $50,000 for a sign? Wasted? You want to talk about wasted funds?
Imagine spending $50,000 for a damn sign. For a sign to put in front of a property that's not being used. And then you throw all your Christmas parties, your Thanksgiving parties, your 4th of July parties. You just do all that shit. Listen, Tiffany wants her city to become her own club. So she could go from here. She could go from the club to her own private event. Then she could go from her private event to Just Ice. Then she could go from her Just Ice to bingo, support the people she needs real quick, and then just move on. She wants to run this shit like she's a kingpin. She really wishes she was like that, but she's not like that. You want to be like that, you gotta be smart enough to let these things just accumulate around you. Tiffany, she just bashes it in. No, we're gonna make this into a police station. We're gonna make it into a community center and a police station. We're gonna do this. And this is why she has so much of a problem. Imagine a police station with a pool. I was saying that in my live stream. Imagine, all the convicts, they come, this is the Dalton police station. So you get to have a free swim before you go to jail. Or maybe when we release you, you get to take a quick little swim with the residents real fast. Imagine you take your kids over there and, you're sipping on the mimosa and shit. Then you see the crackhead that got arrested down the street, spitting and peeing all over officers and doing all the wild shit. Like, what type of environment is that? Nobody would go there. What? And then say you're, an ex-convict, right? And say you want to go to the community center with your kids. You live in Dalton. You think you're going to the community center with the police station attached to it? Come on, bro. This is completely ridiculous. And that's the definition of Henyard, is ridiculous. Because when she comes up with ideas, it's almost blatantly bullshit. It doesn't even make any sense. Oh yeah, we're just gonna hybrid the thing together so that the community can swim in the police. It doesn't make sense. She's never going to do anything with it, and she's always going to use it for parties as long as she's in power. That's the reality. And that's why she doesn't want it sold. But anyways, let's move on to the finale, the grand finale. Tiff crashes the party. Let's see it.
Appointments and temporary appointments within the village of Dalton.
The fucking flamingo, bro. She looks like a linebacker. I swear to God, a flamingo linebacker. Them shoulder pads should probably knock out Kiana Belcher if she leans her elbow in too far. She is the most ridiculous. I can't with this lady. Even her style is just ugh. What are you wearing?
As the ordinance reads,
look at her lawyer right there. This is so. I would be shamed. It would be so shameful for me to walk into this building next to this lady.
Mayor can appoint a person to an open position, and that needs the advice consent of the village board. If it is not received, then a new nominee would have to be presented to the board. The person that was initially presented would hold the position as an interim position, but for no longer than 14 days.
Motion and second. Okay, trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Excuse me 1 second before I do that. I do need to mark that the mayor has arrived at 7:30. Okay. Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye. All right.
Mayor, item L.
Can I get in the agenda?
She wants to cry. This lady wants to cry. Look at her face. I mean, this is her begging, folks. Again, I said this in the live stream. Tiffany has now come to begging / intimidating. She's gonna beg you and then try to intimidate you. But there's no backing behind her, bro. There's no backing. The judge is looking at her at this point. You can't do anything. That's a judge. Is the mayor higher than the judge? I don't know. You tell me. She wants to cry. Look at her face when she says this shit.
For the record, please write it word for word. I am the mayor of the village of Dalton. I have told you guys several times. Hold on. Respect, guys. Respect. Let me make my statement, and I'm gonna leave y'all illegal meeting. Let me make my statement. So, matter of fact, let me stand and make it so you can hear. I am the mayor of the village of Dalton. I am the first female mayor of Dalton.
It's so sad, bro. It's sad. You know, this is somebody losing power, and she's watching it happen right in front of her very eyes, and she can't do a damn thing about it. All she could do is dress up, look like a damn fucking linebacker flamingo. Look at them shoulders. Damn. Broader than mine. Broader shoulders than mine. Anyway, all she could do is dress up like a damn fool and say that I'm the first black mayor of Dalton. I'm your supervisor, Tiffany Henyard. Bitch, get the fuck out of here, bro. I can't. It's so hilarious. And all she's gonna say is veto, veto, veto. This is illegal, and leave. If that's all you wanted to know, there you go. There you have it. That's all she's gonna say.
Unfortunately, this is illegal. I've been telling y'all that from day one. You can make believe here at the door. At the end of the day, I am playing make believe. But as you can see, once a real mayor, a real boss walks in the building, you have to move out the way. At the end of the day, I got Matter of fact,
Once a real boss comes in, you gotta move out the way. Ma'am, he's not the mayor. He's acting as mayor because you didn't show up. That's what he's supposed to do. That's it. Why do you think he got up? Again, but this doesn't rile House up. House is over there laughing, bro. Look at bro's face. His heartbeat is like this. There's no stress on his heart. His heartbeat is so regular right now. Chilling, relaxing.
see if this loud enough for you. Matter of fact, I got elected to the position. So, with that being said, I am here to do several things. One, I'm here to make my appointments. So, I'm asking the Board of Trustees if you consent to my appointments. One is village attorney, the other is special counsel, and the other is police chief. Board of Trustees, do you consent to my appointments?
It's not on the agenda.
It is on the agenda.
So she's begging them to have a new village a new everything, right? She wants to replace everybody. Again, the village chief, all that bullshit. And it's an illegal meeting though. So you're over here asking for their consent when the whole meeting is illegal? Why did you even show up to the illegal meeting? Go home, go smoke a cigarette with your boyfriend, hit about 2 of them bitches, you know what I'm saying? And then go to a lawyer in the morning. I mean, not go to a judge in the morning. Get it canceled. It's an illegal meeting. Why the fuck would you need their consent at an illegal meeting? If you got their consent, it's illegal though. So that means you would still have to do it at a legal one, right? Contradicting, a walking contradiction this woman is.
Agenda. So do you consent? Do you consent? You out of order, lady. You out of order. Do you consent, Board of Trustees? Nobody consent? Nobody consent? Okay, so y'all do know it's in my right as the mayor to have my appointments, right? So I just want to make sure that this was crystal clear, that you guys understand that I am the mayor and I get to appoint my appointments. The next thing is my vetoes. So I got several vetoes here that the board did as it relates to being illegal.
Order.
As it relates to being illegal.
President,
So I
ask
want
for
you to
order.
know that
Ask for order.
Now, I do want to say one thing. You notice how everybody shut up when he said, I want to ask for order? And then she even looked at him kind of jealous. I noticed this in the meeting last night and I didn't point it out. But she looks at him. He says, order. And then he says, residents, I want to ask you for order. Everybody shuts up. You know what that means? They respect him. They don't respect you, Tiffany. She looked at him like, how dare you have control over this room? Look at that. That's envy right there. They respect him, Tiffany. They don't respect you.
as it relates to being illegal.
President,
So I
ask
want
for
you to know
order.
that.
Ask for order.
Quiet.
Okay. Yeah, check your people. Thank you.
Okay. Check your people. No, that hurts you to your fucking soul. Okay, check your people. Check your people. No, that hurts you. That's why you looked at him.
As it relates to being illegal.
Order.
As it relates to being illegal.
President,
So I want
ask
you
for
to
order.
know that.
Ask for order.
Okay. Yeah, check your people. Thank you. I just want you to know that my vetoes will stand and I get to veto anything that the Board of Trustees does. And the Board of Trustees did a lot of illegal things. Another thing I want you to understand about the Board of Trustees, they are all corrupt. Every last one of them up here are corrupt. So once I prove it, you will understand what it is I've been fighting for, what it is I've been trying to tell the residents of Dalton, because y'all got one-sided narratives and y'all don't have the facts. So once you lay the facts down, you will understand what it is I've been fighting for this entire time. I'm only here for those reasons. My appointment, just to be clear, since y'all was making all that noise, just to be crystal clear, I am here to appoint my police chief, my village attorney, and also my special counsel.
Even if
So
you-
I'm here for all those things. Just so we
Even if you hear her voice, she's out of breath. I'm here to appoint my police chief and my village attorney. She's trembling, guys. Play this shit back when you have your own time. Play this shit back. She's over here scrambling and scraping, like Diddy said. Scrambling and scraping for shit. That's what she's really out here doing. Trying her very hardest. Scrambling and scraping for shit. And I like that, mommy. I like seeing you do that because it's hilarious.
crystal clear. Okay, guys. Okay. Y'all can have this illegal meeting once I get done making my appointments. It's a shame that we just had a scheduled meeting at Village Hall and nobody showed up. So to show you y'all keep up chaos.